Hello, good evening. Leicester has become the focus of the world's media after archaeologists announced they're searching for the remains of an English king who died 500 years ago.
The team are digging up a council car park in search of the lost grave of Richard III. They plan to identify any remains they find by comparing the DNA to one of the king's direct descendants who was in the city today to see the dig get underway. Our correspondent Peter Bearne reports.
Strange things are happening in a city centre car park. A woman takes readings from a machine. New markings appear on the tarmac. All very bemusing for the car park attendant. His workplace is now the site of the first ever archaeological dig in search of an anointed King of England.
I am so excited, I can't tell you. It's taken 2 years of really hard work, lots of research to get us to this place, and yeah, we're ready to go.
Richard III ruled England from 1483 to 1485 when he was killed at the Battle of Bosworth. His body was buried at an old church in Leicester called Greyfriars. It's become lost over time, but experts from the University of Leicester are hoping to find the remains of the building and with it King Richard's final resting place.
What are the chances of actually finding Richard III?
Right, OK, well it is very much a long shot, but we're very optimistic about having some success in finding some of the Greyfriars buildings. And if nothing else, it will help to sort of hone down the search area for future generations.
So Claire, you're in charge of a piece of equipment that's vital for sort of finding out what really is down there.
Yes, it is, yeah. This is the ground penetrating radar. So what we're doing is we're sending a pulse of energy into the ground. It's travelling down through the subsurface until it hits something anomalous to the norm. We do several traverses, we get a nice section view, we build them up to produce a 3D map of the area, and we can look down a bird's eye view essentially of the area.
The team also hope to scotch the many rumours about the lost grave. One legend has it that Richard's bones were dug up and thrown into the nearby River Soar. According to another story, there are remains lying here at Leicester Cathedral, which could be the king's. More probably, he's still here, where he's always been.
You've worked here for 17 years?
Yes.
And all that time, had you no idea you had a King of England under your car park?
No idea. No. Not at all.
If they do find any remains, forensic scientists will test them to see if they match this man's DNA. Some nifty ancestral detective work has found Michael Ibsen, a Canadian, is directly descended from Richard III's sister.
No thoughts of any rights to anything they may find underground?
Yes, well, I had some friends the other day asking me which palace I was going to take over, but I think that's an unlikely scenario.
The dig starts tomorrow and will carry on for 2 weeks. Finding Richard would be an historic coup for the city and solve a 500-year-old mystery. Peter Bearne in Leicester for Central Tonight.
Well, just a few metres from the dig is Leicester Cathedral, and joining me now from there is Canon Johannes. What an exciting day, and it looks like you've already found a picture of Richard III.
Yes, we've got a picture of Richard III in our safe, and we also got a memorial plaque in the cathedral. But unfortunately, we haven't got the body or the remains of a body. So we are quite excited about this development, and it would be lovely if they could find the remains of a British monarch in Leicester.
What would it mean for the city if he was found there?
I think it would be great for the city, because Leicester is a very exciting place, but it's a bit of a hidden gem. And it would raise the profile of the city, and of course it would raise the profile of the cathedral if we would be chosen as the place of burial of Richard III.
And are you hopeful that if it is him down there, that he might be able to stay in the city?
Well, that would be wonderful, because, well, he's been buried here, so I hope that he would stay in Leicester. And it would, of course, be exciting for the city and for our beautiful cathedral.
Were you surprised that the dig is happening so close to the cathedral?
No, I'm not surprised about that. It was always one of the rumours about his burial is that he is just around the corner in Greyfriars. Whether that is true, they need to find out. So we'll see in the next few weeks whether that is the case or not. But I'm quite excited that this is now moving forward, and they are going to start dig tomorrow.
Indeed, I'm sure you'll be keeping a very close eye on it. Thanks ever so much for joining us.
I love that story.
I know, and it's so exciting.
If they find something, that'll be amazing.
It will be, but I really hope if they do, we can keep it in Leicester and not be forced to take him to London.
Yes. Where are people parking?
Yeah.
It's the thing I was thinking throughout the whole story. Where are people going to park now? I'm sure they've made provision somewhere else. You can see more about that search on our website. Just head to www.itv.com/central for more interviews, pictures, and of course, a summary as well of the rest of the day's news.